cemented themselves as two of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. Peyton on pace to becoming the NFL's all-time leader in nearly all passing categories. Manning just has one Super Bowl title, while Tom Brady has three, making Brady just one of four quarterbacks in NFL history with three Super Bowl titles. Let's talk about this season, though. Joining us right now is Nelly. Stephen A. is back in the house.
Yes,
Good to see you. Fresh off the plane.
Well, the peeps in the University of Cincinnati sends their best to everybody.
Look at them.
Oh.
You know? So, they like Skip.
They
but
do?
They love me.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Sometimes it happens.
Appreciate the
probably
hospitality,
the other way
y'all.
around, but that's
Big Cats
He
Nation.
didn't give you the truth. Nelly,
We love the kids.
who's
He sure
been
does.
more impressive
He sure
this season?
does.
Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
I think both of them have certain things about them this year that are standing out. But I think what Manning is doing right now, I think is a little bit over the top. Okay. I mean, with the numbers he's putting up and what he's been able to do. I'm not taking away anything from Brady, but it kind of feels like we've seen this. We know this system. We know how it works. They come in with so many pieces that you may not have heard of, and by the time you're done, it's a complete puzzle. And
so he's just a product of the system?
Well, I can truly say that he's been with the same coach, been in the same system his whole career, and I think Manning's probably played for three different coaches.
Right.
I don't know how many probably different offensive coordinators. And
he's only had one, Peyton Manning.
Well, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So you can credit it more to Peyton being, the orchestrator, and not taking away anything from Brady, but you know how Belichick is too, and you know that system. So, Castle looked good in that system at one point in time as well. Still not taking
Castle
away
looked good on Sunday
Brady.
against Pittsburgh.
So don't even start.
Yeah.
Don't even start. Nelly's absolutely right. That's the only time in his career he looked good before Sunday.
That's not
Let's be clear about that. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to agree with Nelly on this, but for other reasons that have not been mentioned, and I'm surprised Nelly missed this. Maybe it's because you're too interested in being nice until we get to the subject of Black Mamba. But let me be clear. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots offense looked like straight garbage the first couple of weeks of the season.
Yeah.
So what we have seen
Did you just put garbage and Tom Brady in the same sentence?
Listen, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Lightning might strike this table right now.
Tom Brady and the New England Patriots would have put their offense in the garbage category after the first 2 weeks of this NFL season. Obviously, over the last couple of weeks, they fine-tuned things considerably, and they've gone from there. We saw this man having a conniption, looking apoplectic on the sidelines against the New York Jets because they were so horrible. So don't look at me and act like I'm disrespecting them. They disrespected themselves.
Disrespecting him.
I'm not disrespecting him. He disrespected himself, and they disrespected themselves because they were the ones that called themselves garbage. I'm just agreeing with them. Now that we've gotten that out the way, clearly when you look at Peyton Manning kind of year that he's having, it's a better year thus far, but he has better weapons. Yep. Julius Thomas is a bad boy. He's a big target. He's bad. Wes Welker, I told you about that boy. You see what he's doing. Obviously, you've got Eric Decker. you've got Demaryius Thomas, and you've got Noshawn Moreno, and of course, it's Peyton Manning throwing them the football. So the combination of all of those things.
You left out Eric Decker, which you probably should have, but that's okay.
Well, I did mention Eric Decker.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't. It's okay. I understand. I understand that. The point is, he has more weapons to play with. Okay.
You think?
Right now, and that's the reason why. So I would give Peyton Manning the edge, but it's almost by default because Tom Brady doesn't have his customary weapons. Peyton Manning is loaded with weapons, and as the season progresses, I think you'll see Tom Brady catching up just a little bit. But right now, Peyton Manning definitely deserves the edge.
This is pure blasphemy from both of you.
What?
Somebody's got to bring some objectivity to this table right here.
All
right
I do
now.
is bring blasphemy, obviously, to the show.
Here we go.
One way or another.
As great as Peyton Manning has been this year, Tom Brady has been even greater. And I'll go big picture or small picture at Atlanta.
There you go.
Because I'm going to remind you, Tom Brady obviously lost Aaron Hernandez and Gronkowski and Welker and Welker's replacement, Danny Amendola, after one game, and even Shane Vereen, who is a running back who catches like a wide receiver. So Tom Brady has managed to get a football team to 4-0, throwing the majority of passes to one Julian Edelman, who was a college quarterback drafted in the 7th round, mostly to be a kick returner, and then to an undrafted free agent rookie named Ken Burrell Tompkins, who I was high on from the start after the first preseason game, and two other rookies, Aaron Dobson and Josh Boyce, a second-rounder and a third-rounder. That is impossibly great. And to go to Atlanta as the underdog, you picked Atlanta, everybody picked Atlanta except this guy sitting right here. That was a masterpiece to pull off beating Matt Ryan in his house. Well, hold on just a second. And actually having to throw a touchdown pass to somebody named Matthew Mulligan? Are you kidding me?
I mean,
that's what you did.
Before.
Oh, no, we haven't seen it before throwing to those people. You got to give him the credit for taking nobody's. Let me finish. Hold on.
Go ahead.
And you say, oh, look at the garbage. Okay, look, Buffalo did just intercept Joe Flacco 5 times at Buffalo. And
I did
Tom
not
Brady.
call the teams garbage.
All right. Okay, but you were saying the games are garbage. They're not garbage against these teams. The Jets have the second-ranked defense in the National Football League. We've seen what Tampa Bay can do to anybody. They slowed Drew Brees. It took every bit of Drew Brees to win with a field goal at the buzzer against Tampa's defense.
Do we get to answer your doctor?
I'm just saying,
But I agree that
somebody
it's
has
the
to
system.
give you
Wait,
respect,
Time out.
It brings it back to the system.
Nelly, don't worry.
There's no system. Tom Brady is
What
the
do you mean?
system.
They have the greatest system in place in the world.
Belichick doesn't
by the
coach
way,
offense.
I must
Come on.
admit,
Hey, he's
I must
never
admit,
played without Belichick.
I must admit.
So?
I'm greatly disappointed in you because you're not catching him.
What do
Okay,
you
you're
mean?
not catching him.
No,
What is
I'm
Skip
trying to
doing?
let it happen.
I'm so far ahead,
What
I'm
is Skip doing?
uncatchable.
What is
I'm
Skip
here.
doing? Here's what Skip's doing.
He's chasing his tail.
The question
No,
was based on the
You're
first
chasing my
4
tail.
games.
First 4 games.
Who's been more
Who's
impressive?
been more
More
impressive?
impressive.
That's all.
Exactly.
Right? Now, this is a dude that is 2 weeks removed from telling you why the New England Patriots didn't look impressive.
Right.
Because of the injuries, et cetera, et cetera. Not that we're saying that Tom Brady wasn't going to get to that point, but based on what you saw the first 2 weeks, why were they struggling so much? So 2 weeks removed from highlighting why are they struggling?
Right.
Now he's sitting there saying because of one game against the Atlanta Falcons, that usurps what Peyton Manning has done for 4 games. He knows better. But what he
don't know better.
Nelly, what he did was he took the question and he made it into his own. What he wanted did was he took 4 games and said, forget the 4.
This is a lame
I'm only
attempt
talking
to
about
back
the
out
Atlanta
of this
Falcons.
But the thing about it,
That's the issue.
but you're throwing up Atlanta.
You're throwing up
and
Atlanta. One game.
Atlanta's not.
We don't know
Atlanta's
what-
not high on anybody's chart.
Nobody
right now
said
like that
Tom Brady
themselves.
is not going to do what we know
you
he
know
can
what?
do.
You
We're
came-
saying the first 4 games, who
looks
did
more
what?
impressive?
That's all we said. That was a question.
You came late to the show today, and
No,
you're
I
late
was
to this
standing right
question.
there.
You're
I was
late to
right
this
there.
question
I
right
was
now.
right there.
You know,
And
you're
you wouldn't
way
let me
behind.
on.
You
You wouldn't
know,
let me on.
I
You
took
wouldn't let
the
me on.
question.
You
I
wouldn't
took
let
the
me on.
question.
You wouldn't
I
let
wouldn't let you on the show. Yeah.
You would have let me on. I was standing right there the whole segment.
I was enjoying listening to Nelly. Nelly can hold it down.
I mean, Peyton. Obviously, the numbers. Obviously, he's doing more impressive. He's on a record pace. He's on a record pace.
16 touchdowns.
Okay, he's played
0
3
picks.
out of 4 games at home.
Yeah.
Brady has won
Okay.
twice on the road.
Okay.
Brady had high degree of difficulty at Atlanta.
He
You weren't
almost
impressed?
lost to Geno Smith. Geno, don't throw it, Geno. Don't throw
Wait,
it.
you mean Geno
Interceptions
3
in the fourth
interceptions in the fourth quarter,
Yes.
Smith?
Don't
that guy?
throw
Yeah.
that last one. Don't
What was the
throw
final
it.
score?
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you
13 to 10.
serious?
I don't care. I just remember who won the game.
Right.
In the
Remember that.
rain.
Remember
In
that.
the driving rain.
Let me mark that
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Mark it
Who
down.
won the game?
All
With
right, so,
nobody.
listen,
You know,
we
Brady ought to be just throwing it to
asked our
himself.
viewers, did they want to give Nelly a question? We have a question for you. This
Okay.
is coming from Zach Zwart. He wants to know what NBA team